I will be voting for Judge Mukasey because I think he's the solution, not the problem. My good friend from Colorado made a very eloquent statement, and I respect him greatly. This has been a good debate. It's been long overdue. Where do we go and how do we get there? What do we want to do to fight this war? What's in bounds? What's out of bounds? It's very tough for America. We're fighting a vicious enemy, not in uniform, that would do anything to wreak havoc on this world, that would kill a child in a heartbeat and not think about it in the name of God. So we got a real task on our hands. Very difficult. And we got a great military. And my question for the question for my colleagues, the fact that our military would do the things that Senator Salazar said consciously, take waterboarding off the table, does that make us weaker? I don't think so. I go to bed at night feeling pretty good about America when our military lawyers come before the Congress and say, we don't do that. We don't do that. Now, what does our enemy do when they capture one of our soldiers? We all know. They're brutal. They're horrible. The fact that we don't cut their heads off, is that a sign of weakness? The fact that we will give them a lawyer when they won't give us one. That we will base our judgments on evidence, not revenge and hatred. Does that make it weaker? No. The ticking time bomb is not the scenario of a terrorist that may possess some special knowledge. The ticking time bomb is a world that's losing its way. There's no shortage of people who will cut your head off in this world. There's a shortage of people who will stand up for a better way. We know what bad people will do to good people. The question is, what do good people do to bad people? We're good people, and we're struggling. And Judge Mukasey, I think, is part of the solution. He's lived a good life in the law, and he's been asked a question and solving a problem not of his making. If I thought, Senator Salazar, that he really believed that waterboarding at the end of the day was a legal way to do business, I wouldn't vote for him. He's in a bind. He can't answer that question, but he will one day, because I've asked him. And he doesn't have this theory of the law that there's only one branch of government in a time of war. That's been pushed by this administration to the point of being absurd. He's a mainstream legal thinker. He answered my question that there is no power given to the President, inherent or otherwise, to avoid the Geneva Convention obligations of this country or to set aside the McCain Amendment. That was music to my ears. He is bound. And the question for us, we're in the convention for a long time, and we've led the world for a long time to be different than our enemy. Do we reserve to our executive in those special circumstances to set the convention aside? See, we're threatened by someone out there who has no boundaries, a group that has no boundaries. So do we reserve to ourselves the ability to treat them any way we want to because the means justifies the ends? Well, let me tell you, if you go down that road, where we wind up. What do we say to the Chinese communist dictatorship that waterboards the Christian because they're threatened by the Bible? What do we say to people in China who will torture the Buddhist monk because they're threatened by a humble, decent religion? What do we say in Venezuela? What do we say anywhere in the world when people who feel threatened use horrible tactics simply because they're threatened? This is a good man of the law, Judge Mukasey. Over time, Senator Schumer and Feinstein, I think, will have been proven to do the country some good, a lot of good. And to those who could not vote for Judge Mukasey because he didn't answer this question as directly as you like, I understand. But we're about to fix a problem in the Justice Department that needs to be fixed. And we're going to have an honest, good debate about how to win this war. And I can tell you right now, the only way we'll win this war is not just by killing, because this is not about how many of them you can kill, because that's an endless number. This is not about a capital to conquer, Air Force to shoot down, or a Navy to sink. This is about ideas. And our way of living is better than theirs only if we will have the courage and the common sense to embrace it and not be afraid to be good in a time where there's evil. God bless you.